Where my fire starters at? G Fear back with another strategic live meltdown. Make sure y'all hit the like button, stomp, step, and stand all over the notification bell when you want the latest. If you ain't a fire starter, hawker, walker, or stalker yet, what you waiting on, family? Put your fire suits on. Come over here and subscribe because we stomp, step, and stand on real morals and traditional principles. I appreciate it if y'all hit the like button, share this video, and swipe the comment section to the left to hype it. All new fire starters and subscribers and members are welcome. Thank you for all your support. Let's get straight into this situation involving the Trump administration and this government shutdown. All right? Because it's not by coincidence that this situation just so happens to take place around one of the most busiest times and the most consuming times of the year for supermarkets and families purchasing food and bringing food and putting food on the table. All right. It's not by coincidence that they are deciding to go through with this government shutdown, and it's going to affect roughly 42 million Americans that are expecting and been expecting and been dependent and relying on these EBT SNAP benefits, WIC, and all these other resources that come from government resources and grants. All right. Now, it's not by surprise, y'all, that they already make us pay for food, water, air, heat. You see what I'm saying? These are all the things we as people generate naturally. You know what I'm saying? Energy, food, air, etc. You know what I'm saying? Now, the crazy thing is, the ones who chose to be comfortable with this situation for so years, allowing theyself to literally depend on the government as a liability to feed their family. Now, like I said, y'all, this video is not to offend anyone at all. I'm just here to give my insight and my point of view and bring some informative information to the people because it's a lot of distractions that's going on. Now, like I said, the ones that is going to be affected the most with this government shutdown and this EBT SNAP benefit situation is the ones who chose to use and abuse the system for so many decades instead of them utilizing the resources for a temporary standpoint as a stepping stone in life to get them to the next level of evolving to be able to support yourself without the help of the government. But you see, people done got comfortable depending on the government as a liability to feed their family instead of them getting up off of their ass. All right. And actually trying to provide for their families themselves. Okay. And not only that, I feel very sad and it's very fucked up for the people who actually get up off their ass and provide for their family and go to work and they still receive those SNAP benefits and it can actually help ends meet. It might not be much like the average person that don't work that gets SNAP benefits, but the ones that do work that get that little bit of that'll help them reach and make ends meet, it's going to affect them too. But not only that, it's not by coincidence, like I said, they putting in all these people with all these distractions, Nicki Minaj with her rants, the Charlie Kirk situation and so many other things why they passing so many laws and legislations and things like that, man. Okay. Now it's not by coincidence that right before this situation involving this government shutdown, okay, that's going to get rid of the food stamps and the EBT resources that they making it a federal crime that you can't save rainwater. You see what I'm saying? They are passing laws that we are not allowed to grow our own food and our own vegetables and raise our own chickens and hens and farm. Okay? It has been put in place that you just can't start raising and farming all of a sudden. And not to mention, that's not by coincidence. That's not by coincidence. All right, so we all must pay attention to how they are strategically moving amongst the people because this time of the year is the most consuming time for supermarkets, grocery stores, farmers, and people that sell these products as a commodity, okay? And it is going to critically hurt them as well. And this is all an alleged agenda that's being orchestrated for this lab grown meat, these lab grown vegetables sprayed with all these GMO, all these chemicals and pesticides and things like that that we are putting into our body. All right. So it's more about control. All right. Fear out of chaos, chaos out of fear. It's all about control. And this is why they don't want us saving the rainwater because it comes from a natural filtration system from the earth that is actually pH balanced the correct way and is more healthy for our bodies. But they want us drinking this cheap, bottled, recycled, distilled bullshit that got all these chemicals and shit in it. All right? And like I said, they're putting all these distractions in place with Nicki Minaj. She going on rants about Jay-Z and all this weird man shit, all coked up on her fucking Instagram instead of her reaching out to her barbs, talking about something that actually matters that's affecting black women. Because we all know that it is a lot of black women on EBT SNAP benefits, not to mention a lot of black Barbies, a lot of black Barbs that has been supporting you and is influenced by you, Nikki. And instead of you speaking on something that actually matters, you choose, okay, to go right along with the bullshit ass distraction, all right, to deceive and distract and keep everybody looking down instead of up because you are a major influencer. And like I said, y'all, this situation is going to not only affect just EBT, SNAP benefits, it's going to affect Social Security, health care, a lot more government grants and resources. Food banks will be affected, turkey drives. You see what I'm saying? All these programs that's nonprofit organization get their resources from the government through government grants and things like that. Okay, even around Christmas time, it won't be no toys for children because there won't be no resources for people to collect. It won't be no resources for the government to give out. All right? But y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Okay? Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire and fear the flame. Do y'all actually believe that this government shutdown will fall through? And not only fall through, how will people feed their family? Will people start going into these supermarkets, looting, going into these stores, looting? Is this and also a strategic move by the one in the powers of the shadows to usher in martial law? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Strategic fire.